All right, Sagittarius, let's dive in and get this energy check in. What's going on in the love department for Sagittarius today? I'm not diving too deep, just going to see what comes out. Freestyle. All right, Spirit, what is the most important thing that Sagittarius needs to know regarding their love life at this time? Thank you. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Definitely someone currently, someone is looking at the connections that they've invested in and how stable they have been and why they were led to certain situations. Okay. All right, Spirit, what's going on for Sagittarius? Love check-in. Energy check-in for Sagittarius' love life, Spirit. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know most? We have a gift, surprise, presence, opening, obstacle. In the obstacle position. Wow. Okay, so let's see. So there are definitely some things that are trying to open up for you, but there are some blockages in the way. I feel like that one of the things that is opening up is there is this new love trying to come in. Money. Oh, it's money and love trying to come in for you. Spirit wanted you to know that you are getting new love and money, but there is an obstacle that is preventing forward movement. So there's something that you must, and I feel like that this is something that you must detach from. This is also, if you are working for someone, this could be that you've been called. You will have to take this as a resonate, but I do feel the message of someone being called to start their own business. There's definitely some type of opening up of something that is going to allow you to start your own business, but there are some obstacles in the pathway, and I feel that this is Spirit saying, don't allow money to be an obstacle and don't allow love to be an obstacle, because those things come once you get on the other side of this obstacle. But let's see what's going on, Sagittarius. And this is an energy check-in for your love life. It's like Spirit is clearing the pathway for love and money to come in, but there's an old wound or childhood issue that you're refusing to look at. And because of the refusal to look at that, it is presenting an obstacle in your love life. It is creating a blockage in your love life. Show me how Sagittarius is currently showing up here, Spirit. How is Sagittarius currently showing up in this love energy, Spirit? So we have the Page of Swords. So this is Sagittarius. You're showing up as the Page of Swords. So this is doing some investigating. This is, this person, the Page of Swords, they desire to be like the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords ultimately, right? But that's like, when I think of the Page of Swords, at least in the energy that I'm feeling from it right now, it's like a dad is I don't know, fights at battle, okay? And this is their child watching them and aspiring to be like them, playing around with their toy battles with swords and stuff like that. And so for this to be how Sagittarius is currently showing up, it's like I have all of these dreams and all of these ambitions, and I imagine myself and what I'm going to do with it. But as far as actually doing it, I just don't see any action step from you just yet. And there's this childlike thing that needs to be addressed in order for you to be able to move forward. So let's see. What is the situation for Sagittarius? What is the situation that we're talking about for Sagittarius in this love check-in? Thank you. So the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is the situation. This is about going from, like, leaving a time of darkness and going into a more calming, more vibrant time frame. So it feels like you dream and you desire about transitioning out of this murky water, this rippled water. But when the time comes to actually transition, there's this old wound or this childhood issue that gets excuse me guys, that gets picked, that gets irritated, and it kind of creates this resistance to actually putting in the action steps to actually getting on to calmer waters. Now, the Six of Swords for me, this is, while there is a need to transition to calmer waters, this really is your spirit guides ultimately gearing and taking the leadership position of this boat that is going to take you to transition from this rippling dark time in your life onto a more calming, soothing, more illuminating portion of your life. But it does require you to be mindful of the amount of baggage that you're putting into this boat while your angels and your spirit guides want to transition you forward. They don't have room for all of your burdens and baggage that you're holding on to. So there is a need to be mindful of what it is that you're standing for. What is the intention behind what you're doing? Is it aligned to your ultimate fulfill? Like, is the intention that you're putting into holding on to something, is that creating a blockage for you? Let's see. What is the blockage here for Sagittarius? This is your love check-in. So the blockage is the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So this is saying that you're still holding on to the fears and the anxiety. Like there's just, I must just be honest, there is this storyline with this old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. And for this Four of Pentacles and this Nine of Swords, this is holding on to the idea is, for one, am I good enough? Two, if I take this step, am I going to fail? Am I going to be just as lonely over here that I am over here? And if that's the case, I might as well stay here and be lonely here. I'm being told to loosen my grips to my wealth and finances. So if I loosen my grip and then I get over here and I don't have any money, well, I might as well just stay right here where I'm at, where at least I have this $200-300 to hold on to. And Spirit is like, no, that thought process is literally the thing that is creating an obstacle and is preventing you from taking these action steps that you need to take in order to receive the messages of good news that is trying to come through for you. So this is Sagittarius. This is the situation, and the blockage is what you're trying to hold on to. You worry about what your life will be like if you surrender your attachment to this. So what is it that Sagittarius isn't not seeing? What is it that Sagittarius isn't seeing? Thank you, Spirit. You're not seeing the path forward. With the Two of Wands here, you're not seeing this is actually making plans towards the future. This is taking active steps with the future in mind. And so what you're not seeing is that if you begin to shift your perspective, I will say this, there has to be a change in what it is that you're offering. What you're offering and how you're offering it has to change. With this Two of Wands here to the Wheel of Fortune, this is taking the first initial step towards what it is. What do you want to feel? What do you want to feel in the future, and what do you want to see in the future? Get in alignment to that, and then begin to make small steps towards that. Those small steps are going to herald in massive change, but you have to be willing to put in that step first, and that's what you're not seeing. So what is the advice from the universe? What is the advice from the universe? Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Ace of Swords. So there was definitely some truth spoken here. That's usually what I hear when I see the Ace of Swords come up after a long tangent. There's definitely the advice from the universe is to gain some truth and some clarity. You have to be willing to cut through this darkness here that is depicted in the Six of Swords, which is what the situation is you're trying to leave this darkness behind. But I do feel as if there's some resistance to it because of what it is that you're trying to hold on, your fears and your anxiety of what is to come if you surrender that. But Spirit is saying, just take the initial step and the rest will be made clear, very clear. But with the advice from the universe being the Ace of Swords here, I really am feeling that you're going to be able to see what it is and have clarity on what it is that you need once you allow yourself to do some self-evaluation. There's a need to make to be decisive. In this moment, there's a need for decisiveness. There isn't really room for indecisiveness, as I feel like that the longer you stay in this indecisive mode, the longer you are delaying new love and money from coming in. I do feel like that is what's coming in. But one, detach from the expectation of that. Detach from what it is that you think this is. So like whatever this has been for you up until now, surrender that attachment to that, because it's the attachment that you have to that. It doesn't even hold a candlestick to what the divine has for you once you're able to overcome these obstacles and face these old childhood issues and these old woundings. There is a stable, solid connection that is trying to come in for you. No majors out here. There's a major at the bottom of the deck. So it's as with this major that they decided to show face in this spread. This is letting me know that the universe can intervene on this situation once you've clearly decided what it is that you want. Once you make the willing decision and the conscious decision to decide on what it is that you want and stay in alignment and get in alignment to that and make the small steps to stay in alignment with that, that's then when the universe can come in and clear some pathways for you. But there is a requirement for you to do more than just this armchair astronauting. What is this that Sagittarius is holding on to that they do not want to surrender, that is creating a blockage for them? What is this Four of Pentacles, Spirit? So we have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Magician card, and the Death card. So, if I could just be honest, I feel like that you're holding on to this naive expectation, this childlike expectation that your definition of justice and the divine, your spirit guides coming through and intervening for you, the expectation that you have attached to that is formed from a wound that you acquired previously in life or in childhood in life, and that must be transformed, because by holding true to that version or that expectation, you're unable to see the subtle ways that the spirit guides are intervening on your behalf. So with this Magician card being here in the advice position for the Four of Pentacles, absolutely you're having a hard time cutting away something. You're holding on to it for dear life. So Spirit is saying this right here. Instead of manifesting a certain outcome, manifest the ability to lighten the load. You have to lighten your load. And that's what Spirit is asking you. Call on your spiritual team to help you release the burdens at which you hold on to. There's some type of fear and anxiety as to what it would be like without that of which you're holding on to. So Spirit, clarify this Nine of Wands for their fears and their anxiety for what they're holding on to for Sagittarius. The Nine of Swords. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Sun card, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. We got the Two of Wands right there at the bottom of the deck. So here's the thing. There are a lot of fears and anxiety as to what decisions to make and actually sticking with it. It's like you're very pessimistic about the decisions that you make. It's like you go in really fast, you make a firm decision, and then you immediately become pessimistic about it. And then because you're pessimistic about the decision that you've already made, it's like you get yourself in these situations that really do make you show up as if like you're emotionally manipulative. When the thing that the universe is trying to get you to see is that you have a spark deep within you, that if you allow yourself to become in tune with that, this spark will allow you to tap into this optimistic, charismatic perspective or archetype that you are meant to be. Now, with the King of Cups being here in the advice position, yes, that does let me know that there is a need to be emotionally balanced. But those of you that struggle the extra bit with this maintaining emotional stability, there may be a need to seek out some sort of counseling. Let's get this Two of Wands since it's at the bottom of the deck. This is what Sagittarius is not seeing. The Two of Wands, Spirit. Can you please clarify this? This is for Sagittarius's love check-in. Love energy check-in. So we have the Moon card, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So this is the Seven of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Honestly, the decision that you're being led to make. This Two of Wands is here in the position of what Sagittarius is not seeing. But with the cards that came out to clarify it, I'm not really sure Sagittarius isn't seeing it. And I'm more leaning towards the fact that Sagittarius is having a hard time accepting it because of the fears and the anxiety. There is a need to understand, like, it's not going to be easy. There is some karma that has to be cleared up here, which is why this is not going to be easy. But Sagittarius, you are being called to face your fears. And like some of these fears are unfounded, I must admit. With this Six of Swords, it's like coming out of this dark mindset, this dark a cloud of vision that you have, and this Ace of Swords is cutting through a dark field of vision. So some of this fear is completely unfounded. And so, but this fear is making you question whether you have what it takes to go the long haul. And you do, but it is requiring you to remember the times that you've overcome these hardships in the past, the times that you have overcome feeling alone in the past, or feeling like you're doing something all by yourself in the past. The divine is asking you to recall the lessons that was learned there so that you can face this with a better mindset, and not that, oh my gosh, I'm not equipped. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And therefore closing yourself off emotionally and not allowing yourself to be emotionally in flow and in tune with the universe. That's got to, the divine is asking you to put that to an end. Now, for the advice from the universe, we do have this Ace of Swords. Let's talk about this, Spirit, for Sagittarius. I will say that this is a very auspicious reading. We do have the Sun card and the Moon card both here. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. We have transformative energy, and we also have the Magician energy as well as Judgment. So you have everything that you need in order to bring this, to balance out the light and the dark of this situation, but it does require some shadow work. So, Spirit, can you please clarify this Ace of Swords from the message of advice from the universe for Sagittarius? I have an out of place card here, and it is the Hierophant, learning the lessons of the past. The Ace of Swords, Spirit, the Star card, the Five of Wands, the High Priestess, as well as the Three of Swords. So there is this healing energy that is trying to take place. What this the divine is advising you at this time is to really allow yourself to gain clarity on this. What is the healing medicine with the Star card here? What is, look at this with a healing truth. Because this, without looking at this from this healing truth, you're still finding yourself in conflict, and you're still fighting a battle that is already won for you, but you're unable to see that it is won because of some repressed emotions. It's like you feel like that if you don't look at this, then you won't have to acknowledge these feelings. But these are the very feelings that are navigating your cycle for you right now. It's like there's a lot of conflict around you at this time. And in order to truly clear that up, and in order to overcome that Five of Wands energy and to heal the conflict around you, there is a need for you to go in and address these emotions that you have kept suppressed for so long. And because you have suppressed these emotions, it has prevented you from really being able to tap into your intuition and gain everything that it has to offer you. I am actually going to pull an Archangel Michael message and then get on up out of here. Thank you, Spirit. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. 444 may be significant as it is on this card here. But guys, I pray that these messages provided you with some guidance on your journey. If these messages did resonate, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, guys, let's choose peace, love, and light.